This is the most dazzling visual experience to date on any console. Film-quality computer-generated cinematics blend seamlessly with pre-rendered background artwork to create the strikingly realistic world of Final Fantasy VII, both beautiful in its grandeur and terrifying in its detail. The overworld and battle sequences are presented in full polygonal splendor, with just a touch of texture mapping for good measure. But you haven't seen anything until you witness some of the more powerful magic spells in the game. Massive dragons heed your bidding, dwarfing your gigantic enemies tenfold. An Earth Titan tears the ground up from beneath your enemy's feet, flinging them aside like toy blocks. Some of these summoning spells cut to over half a dozen different camera angles as the catastrophe unfolds. Meanwhile, a masterfully orchestrated soundtrack is a major force behind the intense emotion of Final Fantasy VII. The synthesized musical score harkens Final Fantasy's golden age on the Super Nintendo, consciously staying true to its roots. Yet for all its top-notch graphics and sound, truly the best aspect of Final Fantasy VII is the plot that these peerless aesthetics help weave. Join the enigmatic mercenary Cloud Strife on a journey that will take him to the very source of his being in an incredible quest where the fate of the world hangs by a precocious thread, threatening at any instance to be torn by the charismatic, tormented villain of the story. Final Fantasy VII's moving plot is influenced by some of the greatest works of science fiction film and literature, including Dune, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and even Godzilla. If you were to strip away the story, scenery, and musical score, Final Fantasy VII would otherwise be very much like any other Japanese RPG you've ever played. You still must face countless random monster encounters while keeping a close eye on your hit points and magic points, and you will witness your characters grow stronger with every experience level they attain. Battles are fought in typical Japanese RPG fashion, with your team on one side and any number of opponents on the other. You exchange blows until you or your enemy is defeated. Fights are made interesting with the introduction of limit breaks and materia, the curious colored crystals that let your party use magic and other special abilities. Materia can be found or purchased and mixed and matched to create all sorts of interesting effects. Best of all, there are more than enough hidden materia, weapons, and optional plot sequences in the game to merit playing through it at least twice. The question you must ask yourself is, are you prepared to dedicate a good portion of the next month to take part in a powerful story unlike anything you've ever witnessed before? If your answer is yes, and you can approach Final Fantasy VII content knowing it bears its genre's inherently problematic traits, you will find it to be among the most incredible games you've ever played, or ever will.